Hey YouTube, I'm Medina, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Amazon Camito suction tool. I usually call it a nose vacuum, but here it is right here. So it comes in pretty nice packaging, and this one is the Camito suction tool. So it comes in this box, and I usually just keep it right in this box because it keeps it nice and clean. But I've had this for a year now. I bought it last year in February, so I've had it for a year now, and it's still in good condition. It works really, really good. And I got it on Amazon for about, I think around $30. The actual seller that I got it from, they don't have any more currently available, but I remember it was around like $30 altogether. And I actually got it shipped to an Amazon locker. So basically what you get inside of the box is you get the actual suction tool. So this is it right here. And then the bottom part is for the charging port. So it's pretty cool. And then this one comes on it, that head, and then you also get the 3 extra heads. And then this one is just a smaller one. This one is an oval shape, and then this one is the microdermabrasion one, so it's supposed to help exfoliate your skin a little bit more. And then you get the charger, and the charger, it plugs right into the back of the port, or I don't know, the dock. So it plugs right there, and then it doesn't come with the actual head, like an actual piece to charge with, so you need to use your own, but it has the USB port, so it'll work with pretty much any other charger. You just need to have a USB port to plug it in. And that's pretty simple. The charging part of it is really, really simple. You just charge it, and I think it'll stop flashing when it's fully charged. It's pretty simple, but it just goes in like that. And then they also give you a little baggie with some extra foam filters, and then also extra rubber pieces, because on the tool itself it has the filters right in here so that the oil isn't going inside, and then it has a lot of little rubber around it, so when that wears down you need to replace it. So they did that. And usually when I'm using it, I keep the same head on it, which is the circular head. This bigger circular head just has I think like a better, I don't know, suction power for me. But usually when I'm using it, it's just for my nose, so I just leave the same thing on it. I used to do like my skin, but I just kind of keep it just for the nose. So it's pretty simple. It has 4 different settings, and then the power button's right here, and then it has the plus symbol so you can go up, and then the subtract symbol so you can go down. So it's pretty simple, and it's actually really, really powerful. When I'm using it, when I use it on my nose, because I have really, really bad blackheads and also whiteheads sometimes, I'm always using it on the highest one, which is 4, which is like, it starts off, the dots start off at the bottom and then they go up to the top. So, and it's not that loud. I don't know if you guys can hear it. You probably can't hear it over the AC, but yeah, it's pretty loud when it gets higher up, but it starts off low, with a low tone. So as you go through, it'll just keep going higher, like that. So the first setting I'll show you guys, it's not that powerful, but it still does something. And then it does come with the light, so that's pretty cool. I mean, it's not that powerful at the first setting, but it still is doing a good job of suctioning my skin. And the second setting is like this, and you could literally feel it taking out all of that stuff in your skin. And then the third setting, it's gonna start getting a little bit more like It really pulls your skin, and it will leave your skin red because it's really, really pulling at your skin. Especially, you know, the highest one is really high power, so it'll leave your skin a little bit red, but it's okay. But this is the 4th setting, and I'll try to get closer so you guys can see. This one is the 4th setting, and I'll just show you guys how it's doing on my nose. Let's see. This one is really, the 4th setting is really, really high. The only thing about it is it's hard to get the brim of your nose because it's at an angle. If it was more flat, then it would be easier, but it's a little bit hard to kind of do a suction on that part. And then when you're using this, you don't want to press down on your skin because I've done that before when I was doing my cheeks, and I kind of pressed down with the tool, like thinking it would make it work a little bit better, but it actually ended up scratching me, so it kind of left like a little line mark, a little line scratch on my cheek. So you don't want to press down with it, but it does a really, really good job just from doing a few glides over my nose and my cheeks. It really, really, really got it really good. I don't know if I can show you this. It really, really got it good. I don't know if you can see, but it really, I don't know if you can see that, but it's a little bit blurry, but it kind of shows up in here like a yellowish, brownish color, but that's just all the oil and the gunk that was inside of my nose and skin. So I haven't did it in a while, so it's a lot in there. And the cleanup on this product, it's really, really easy. You just take it to the sink and rinse it off. You can also wash it with soap if you want, and disinfect it with alcohol or anything like that. It's not going to do any damage to this. You just need to take it off though. I wouldn't recommend washing it while it's on there. Just take it off and rinse it out, and you'll be fine. I haven't got any like bacteria or anything from it. It's really easy. And then the other heads, like I said, I haven't really used the other heads. I usually always just use this bigger one, the one with the bigger hole on it, because it's just, I'm only using it for my nose and it does the most effective job to me. Because I noticed when I use this one, which is a smaller circle, this one, the suction on it is less, but it's still good depending on where you're trying to do on your face. Because when I'm doing my forehead, this one is the best one because the skin on my forehead is really, really sensitive, and that's one of the places where if I'm using this bigger circle, it'll scratch me. So using this one, the smaller one, is better to do on the forehead instead of the other one. But it just has a really, really light suction. It doesn't feel harsh or anything, or like a really, really strong suction when you're using this one. I don't know if you guys can kind of see how it's just kind of like barely. Where's my skin at? It's just kind of barely just pulling it up, but it still has power. It still has a nice suction power to it though. And I haven't really used the oval one, but I could show you guys. I'll put this one on it, the oval one, and just show you kind of give you a little glimpse of how it would look. And when I'm putting all of these on, I'm actually putting it to the highest setting. And this actually just died. So this is what it looks like when it's charging. It'll just have this red dot right here, this red light right here, because it was completely dead. and while you're charging it, it'll constantly just go from a dim light to a brighter light, and then I believe once it's done charging, it'll just I think it'll just stop doing that. It will stop doing the whole dim to light to bright thing, but I can't remember what it does when it's done charging. I usually just take it off. I don't even pay attention, but yeah, that's what it does. And it's pretty easy though. That's how you charge it. You just plug it in and then just set it on there, and just make sure you have it in a place where it's stable, because you don't want it to fall down and break. And I've actually had it drop and then this part come off, this top piece, but I was able to put it right back on, so it didn't make a difference. It didn't do anything. It still works fine. Like I said, I've had it for a year now, and that's a pretty long time. So that's the end of my video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you guys for watching.